Hollywood has been going through the ringer recently with flop after flop in the box office, and despite the fact that they continue to double down on putting out more and more woke garbage in theaters, the box office continues to get worse and worse for them in response. And now October box office sinks to 21-year low. That is absolutely atrocious news for Hollywood. That is very, very bad, and it's going to continue to get worse and worse as more and more people reject the nonsense that they continue to try to force feed to us. The October box office played out the way studios and analysts predicted it would, an improvement from a miserable September, but still well below where theaters need business to be. In fact, October's box office came in at the lowest level in 21 years. And by the way, September, just like a couple months ago, was one of the worst months ever in the history of the box office. It was an absolutely absurdly horrific month for the box office, for Hollywood and everything else. And despite the fact that in October we got some bigger films like Black Adam and Halloween Ends, it wasn't enough to save this month. There was a lot of other crap that we got in October as well, like all sorts of ridiculous things. If you look at what the box office was from even this past week when it comes to theaters, you had Black Adam obviously at the top. You had Smile, Halloween Ends, which Halloween Ends, by the way, got completely ratioed by audiences. Audiences despised this film. It was an absolutely horrible film, but just from a story standpoint and for what it means for the legacy of these characters, you had Lyle Crocodile, but then you also had a bunch of other things that were just a bunch of woke garbage, like My Policeman, Call Jane, the pro-abortion film that came out, which is doing terrible in the box office, by the way. So it is not looking good for the box office for Hollywood, and despite the fact of all of this bad news, they don't seem to have any desire to change their trajectory. Except for Warner Brothers, which under new direction seems to be kind of starting to shift the needle a little bit in what kind of a direction they want to take the studio. At the start of the month, distribution chiefs told The Wrap that they expected October's domestic totals to be somewhere between 20 and 30 below the $623 million earned in October 2021. When COVID delayed releases like No Time to Die, Dune, and Venom 2 accelerated the pandemic recovery process. And we're going to continue to monitor this and see what happens. It's going to be interesting to see where November ends up, because it would be hilarious if November ended up being a really bad month for the box office as well, which wouldn't really surprise me. I mean, 21 years. This is the worst October box office in 21 years. That is bad. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon. Bye.